What if I told you that not all publishers are honest? Well, I mean, there isn't really any field of business where every player is honest at all. But you think of publishers, you think of kind of snootier companies that are just professional and things like that. However, there is a genre in the publishing industry that is actually very slimy and very scammy. Welcome to the world of vanity publishers. And I am qualified to discuss this nowadays because, of course, I have 3 book ideas, one of which is being written in manuscript right now, and the other 2 are basically on deck. And I'll tell you how the vanity publishers basically found me, because they invest heavily in social media advertising, to the point where the algorithm, if I even mention I'm writing a book, these guys descend on you like ravens in a pile of dead meat. They will descend on you and come after you with their pitches and promises of bestseller, glory, and riches. And of course, none of that is true. The reason why they're called vanity publishers, of course, is that the vanity is both with them and even with the people that use them. And of course, a lot of people like to write books just to be able to say that they were published, so that is vain. And then, of course, the publishers themselves are also vain in that they are putting on a false front and an absolute lie. Now, here's how it works. You pay a vanity publisher a very large amount of money for the publishing services, like several $1,000s, to basically do the basics of writing a book. They may even offer what are called ghostwriting services, where you provide the idea for the book and they will do all of the writing for you. Given the books that I'm writing right now, or the books on my mind, or the one that I'm actually writing, this is something I don't personally desire to do, because I want every word to be my own. I want to be, if you're going to hold me accountable for my ideas on being a single man, I would rather myself be the one that has written them. And so, if anybody were to ever offer me that particular service, I decline. Now, here's the other trick. Vanity publishers do not make money off of your book. They make money off of the authors. With their, if they're getting $5,000, for example, which is not unheard of with vanity publishers, $5,000 to publish your book, that's a lot of money to be had. And if they can get enough customers, then they themselves actually get rich off of the wannabe authors. Now, so what do you do instead? Well, publishing can be done on Amazon directly for free, for example. If you're capable of writing your own manuscript, or if you're capable of designing book covers or things like that. The best way to do this, from my experience and from the services that I've seen, are ones that allow you to purchase these services a la carte. So if you can purchase a proofreader, you can purchase a book cover designer. Some publishers may have services or package deals where you can buy these things in a small package, maybe for a couple $100, $300. That's not bad. That's plenty good, and that's pretty good value for what you're getting. If they can even get you your ISBN number, your international book number, basically, and then get your book published on Amazon or a number of other platforms. A reasonable package of this should cost a few $100s, not several thousand like a vanity publisher will charge you. And again, these services can also be bought from certain companies piecemeal, one at a time. You may purchase a service from a copy center, or a proofreader, or a cover designer, or any one of a number of services that you're looking for when you're writing a book. And again, these are much more reasonably priced deals. A company could also be a publicist for your book. You can purchase this separately as well. Who could do a company, for a couple $100 could do a number of press releases for your book and get you exposed that way. So if a company, though, is constantly pressing you, constantly sending you chat messages, constantly, pushing you, being pushy about it, they are likely a vanity publisher. And again, I have experienced this, so I'm very qualified to speak on this subject. So yes, what if I told you that there were book publishers out there that are quite nefarious and are rip-offs? That is the world of the vanity publisher. So that is it for tonight. It is Friday Junior in my world. Hopefully you enjoy your Friday, Thursday night. But ready to go watch the Steelers and the Bengals here quickly. Turn back over there. And I will see you all tomorrow night for Friday. Peace out, homies.